We're going to talk about the legal consequences about these new details that are emerging in Prince's death investigation. Talk about the legal ramifications for his doctor, his manager, and the other people around him. Defense Attorney Sara Azari joins me now. We're talking about the fact that some of these bottles had prescriptions for other people on them. This name, Kirk Johnson, pops up. Could that person face charges?
Absolutely, Michaela. Good to see you. You know, these drugs, especially Oxy, it's such an epidemic across the nation, and there's so many overdoses as a result of misprescribing, overprescribing by these doctors, that it's not only just the doctor in the white lab coat that is now treated like a drug dealer, pretty much, by the DEA and other prosecuting agencies across the nation, but also everybody that is involved in the drug supply chain. Here you've got not just a sunshine friend, you've got a really close friend who's an estate manager who oversees people that are working there and running errands, and probably goes and picks up some of these bottles himself for Prince. You've got witnesses who are saying that they gave him the prescription. We're probably not aware of this, but there's going to be multiple witnesses who will come forward, if they haven't already, and say, you know what, he came to the pharmacy and picked this up on this day and this day, because these are prescriptions that are triplicates, and there's a very long history of who prescribes them, which pharmacy releases them, and to whom. I think you know that when you go to the pharmacy, you have to sign for the prescription when you pick it up. So these are all going to be pieces of evidence that I think Johnson's going to have a very hard time extricating himself from.
But not only Johnson, but also that doctor, right? The doctor. I mean,
absolutely.
What it does, Sarah, and I'm sure I'm not the only one thinking this, and Sarah Seidner and I even talked about it, it brings echoes of Conrad Murray and Michael Jackson, the doctor that cared for Michael Jackson right before his death. It makes you wonder what kind of ramifications it'll be for him.
I think in a way his liability is even worse than Conrad Murray, because it looks like not only he misprescribed, overprescribed, and facilitated this addiction on some level, but also he is writing prescriptions in an individual's name that he knows not to be Prince. Conrad Murray was in a room with Michael Jackson and engaged in some negligent conduct that led to Michael Jackson's death, is what was proven in his trial. In this case, you've got somebody who not only is doing the misconduct, but he's covering it up. And so I think he's liable on two levels. And this is, negligent homicide. And I think anyone that was involved in this in any capacity, in this day and age, the criminal justice system takes this very seriously, and they are going to be liable to some extent.
Sara Azari, Sara Seidner, appreciate it.